Then I headed over to the snake park and aquarium section. The first thing I noticed was what looked like a small pond. I'm not entirely sure, but there were some fish inside and the water looked a bit murky. Next, I spotted the Nile monitor lizard, and honestly at first glance it kind of looks like a baby crocodile, but it's not. These reptiles are excellent swimmers and can stay underwater for up to 15 minutes. They are also really smart hunters, feeding on fish, insects, birds, and even eggs. A fun fact is that Nile monitors can grow over 2 meters long, making them one of Africa's largest lizards. In the snake section, there were a few pythons and other snakes, though honestly I couldn't even spot some of them. But here's something interesting. Some of the enclosures had this red lighting. Why red though? Well, it's because most reptiles, including snakes, can't really see red light. So it creates a night-like environment where they feel safe and comfortable, but we can still see them clearly. Right after the snakes, I came across the crocodiles. A lot of people confuse crocodiles and alligators, but here's the trick to tell them apart. Crocodiles have a long V-shaped pointed snout, while alligators have a wider U-shaped one. Plus, when a crocodile's mouth is closed, you can still see some of its teeth, unlike alligators, whose teeth stay mostly hidden. Here at Nairobi Snake Park, they've got Nile crocodiles, some of Africa's largest and strongest predators. They can grow up to 6 meters long and have one of the most powerful bite forces in the entire animal kingdom. When I got to the crocodile and alligator enclosures, most of them were just lying still, barely moving at all. But that's totally normal, since crocodiles and alligators are cold-blooded reptiles, which means they rely on the sun to warm up their bodies. Early in the morning, like when I was here, they are usually less active because their body temperature is still low. Later in the day, when it gets warmer, you're more likely to see them swimming, basking, or even snapping at food. Near the crocodile enclosure, there was a blackish grey turtle just resting quietly. Turtles and tortoises tend to stay very still, especially in the morning or when they are relaxed. Just so you know, turtles and tortoises are different. Turtles usually live in or around water and have flatter, lighter shells that make swimming easier. Tortoises, on the other hand, are land animals with heavier, dome-shaped shells and strong legs for walking. After checking out the reptiles, I headed over to the aquarium section. It's a calmer spot compared to the snake park, and here you get to see different types of freshwater and marine fish found in Kenya's rivers, lakes, and along the coast. One of the highlights here is the tilapia, a popular fish from Lake Victoria. Did you know tilapia can survive in both freshwater and slightly salty water? That's one of the reasons they are so widely spread across Africa. Another fascinating one is the cichlid, especially those from Lake Turkana. These fish are known for their incredible variety of colors and behaviors. Scientists say there are over 1,500 species of cichlids worldwide, making them one of the most diverse fish families on the planet. Overall, the aquarium is a peaceful spot full of vibrant life and color, a perfect way to wrap up the visit to the snake park area. After spending some time at the snake park and exploring the aquarium, I finally made my way out, feeling like I'd seen a whole other side of Kenya's wildlife. From giant reptiles to tiny colorful fish, it was definitely an experience worth having. And with that, I was ready to call it a day and head home, carrying a little more knowledge and a lot more appreciation for just how much beauty and diversity Kenya holds. This should have been my opening scene, but I was feeling way too nervous to start recording right away. Right as you walk in, you're welcomed by this huge dinosaur sculpture, and there are a few other sculptures around as well. So we made it to Pandamat, and honestly there were so many good things you could get there. I didn't really buy much, though I just grabbed a thing or two which I'll show you in a bit. So this is the first thing I got for myself. I wonder how long it will take me to solve this. Like, it's not like a standard Rubik's Cube that has a specific way of solving it. For example, like making the daisy and all of that. So I'll just try and figure out how to do that, but some other time. I then also got this for myself just because of the container. I really liked the container, and looking at how small it was, I decided to just take it. Otherwise, I don't really have much of an idea on what all this is about. There's just a few shiny cards over here I see, like this one, this, and this one. But I don't really understand what this is supposed to do, what it's not supposed to do. Anyway, I just bought it for the container. So this is many days after the visit, but I had really wanted to talk about something. On our way back home, we had decided to take an Uber, and once we had arrived at home, the Uber driver, who was a lady, told us that the cost was 270, and when I had requested, it had shown 170. Although she had said 270, we decided to trust her, but I was honestly suspicious of her, and I had even told my sister. Once I got home and the Wi-Fi connected, I saw indeed that the price was 170, but she said 270. Just giving her the benefit of doubt, I initially thought that maybe she never saw something of that sort and mistakenly said 270 instead of 170. But what made me suspicious of her and assured me that she was a greedy person, sorry to mention that, is that after saying the cost was 270, she still wanted an extra 100 or 200, something like that. But I still never decided to report her or something. And it just kind of left me wondering, like, why would someone be so dishonest about just 100 or 200 shillings? Like, they won't even take you anywhere, really. I'm not saying I'm the most honest person over here, no, not at all. But what I'm saying, at least you try and be honest. That's the least you can do. You know, with such behaviors, eventually then you start thinking that other Uber drivers are like that as well. And I'm sure there are so many who are honest, but because of people like this lady, eventually so many people tend to look bad just because of one person. So inshallah, let's just try to be honest. It won't really cost us anything. Anyway, I don't remember if I have anything else to add on or not. For the video, I honestly tried to do a voiceover. I was very nervous, but I still tried, alhamdulillah. And in the voiceover, I have tried explaining a lot of things, like whatever I saw in the museum, the snake park, or the aquarium. I don't know how it was. If you can, just provide the feedback. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, ensure to subscribe and drop a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.